There's a mic test. A very good evening and thanks for tuning in to the CSC 50. It is Eliminator Day, Eliminator time. It is third taking on fourth JBG Endura 101 versus the Cosmic Warriors. We are running slightly behind schedule, but we're all set to start right now. If you're wondering how this works, only one team was knocked out in the league stages. That was the Norwich Warriors, coming up short. Unfortunate for them. There are 5 teams in total, so 4 of them have made it to this eliminator stage. First place took on second place yesterday. The Titans, the Heritage Tigers, I beg your pardon, just coming up short. So they will be playing the second qualifier a little later on today. And the winner of this contest will be playing the Heritage Tigers in order to secure that last final spot. Endura won the toss and chose to bat first, so looking to put up a commendable total. And a couple of easy singles to kick things off. Will be looking to hold on to their wickets as they go into the innings. It is only 50 balls per innings, so a very, very quick format with 5 balls in the over. We tend to get through these overs pretty quickly, and it's such an exciting format, you barely know before it's over. And Anirban with a sensational delivery. Third ball. And he gets his man. A big, big breakthrough for the Cosmic Warriors early on in this eliminator. JBG 2 for 1. It is unfortunately Kaushik Chatterjee who had to make his way back to the dugout. Kaushik has been in some really good form, so this is a big wicket, and JBG in a spot of early trouble. They still have quite a lot of batting still to come. Mini, Archit Mehra, the big hitter, Roshan Mehtani, Akshat Agarwal, etc. So still plenty of batting. On the other hand, what a sensational delivery from Anirban. Let's see if he can replicate that. Anirban finding use on the field not only as a bowler but as a batter as well. He's scored over 1700 runs, picked up 131 wickets, so a very, very valuable player. And it is Pranav who will join the opening batter Raj Bagaria down at the crease for JBG. Big swing and a big miss to end the first. A good over, really good over for the Cosmic Warriors. JBG now 3 for 1 after 5 balls. Oh, got a pacey delivery to kick things off and straight into the keeper's gloves. This is Ashwin Sharma. He's already had a delightful tournament. Keep him coming, Ashwin. That's some steady stuff from him. That's a little bit of a harsh call going against Ashwin. And it is the young Pranav who is going to be playing down at the center. 120 matches, 2,500 runs. And he's been in some great form lately. Picked up 91 runs in the last 5 matches and also picked up 2 wickets. So he's been having a really, really good start to the season. Let's see if he can keep it up. They really need to have a good partnership here for JBG. And there's an aerial view. Thanks to our cameraman for that shot. We are at the Harvard House. It does look a little dim from the top, but it's nice and brightly lit over here. Unfortunately, Calcutta experiencing some poor AQI, so visibility is... Oh, that's a backwards running catch. And taken. What an important wicket that is. Cosmic Warriors on absolute fire, and what a good catch running backwards. And like I was just saying, not easy to see at all. The air is thick with smog and fog. There you can get a better angle of that. But he kept his eye on the ball and taken cleanly in the end. And that is Sahil, I believe, with a sensational catch, and JBG looking in a real spot of bother as Pranav loses his wicket. 5 for 2. Himanshu Binani in for JBG now. It's been a great over for Ashwin Sharma so far. Just one delivery left, waiting for the batter to get settled. I think he's a little bit distracted by the drone. But if you want some good shots, some aerial shots of the game, that's the sacrifice you gotta make. Straight back for a single to close out the second over. Cosmic Warriors looking in full control of this innings. 10 deliveries done. JBG 5 for 2. 6 for 2. The cameraman is absolutely on it today because look at these shots that we are getting from every angle. So you get a real sense of how it feels to be down here. So we switch ends and an appeal. I don't think the bail fell off, so half-hearted appeal in the end. We switch ends after every 2 overs or after every 10 balls, and it is Anand Tulsian bowling from the far end. And that's a bigger appeal. Umpire still not convinced. Cosmic Warriors with some real pressure on JBG now. That one's in the air. And I think that's going to run away safely. There are 2 fielders after it. And get there in the end, saving a couple of runs. Good job by the fielders there in the deep. Once more chooses to go down leg side and land safely. Very lucky over there. Himanshu living a little bit on the edge. We're still very much in the power play, so there are only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle, so he will be going for these kind of chances early on in the innings. Just 1 ball of the power play left actually. The bowler is very convinced, but no one else joins in the enthusiasm. After the 15th delivery, JVG is 9 for 2. We are bringing you all the action live and exclusive from Harvard House. We've been here for a couple of weeks now, simultaneously playing two tournaments and broadcasting two tournaments. We have the CSC Interclub T20 going on as well, which is also just gone past the league stage. He's going to have to bowl that one again. And it runs away, so lucky 4 runs for JBG. And if you missed that, the JBG Endura has their own anthem, which the DJ takes full advantage of. Oh, risque. And it is Ashwin Sharma who's been really dangerous so far in the game. Yeah, so besides the Interclub T20, we also have the 50 ball format going on simultaneously. And a lot of the players playing for both the tournaments, in both the tournaments rather. So plenty of outdoor cricket to go around. In fact, these teams were made from a lot of the interclub players being auctioned off and mixed up into these teams. Pretty exciting format. A quick one, 50 balls. That's sensational stuff from Ashwin. Raj Bagaria standing no chance. This will be his last delivery. Let's see if he can make it count. Yes, he can. Does his job for his team. Ashwin Sharma, look at those statistics. Picking up 1 wicket and giving away just 9 runs. JBG 15 for 2 after 20. JBG really need to push the accelerator as we move into the second part of the innings. They still have Archit Mehra, the big hitter, left to come. Pranav unfortunately got out early in the innings. Varun Gandhi as well. And the Cosmic Warriors themselves have quite a lot of pretty good batting as well. So they really need to put up a decent total if they want to make it difficult, make life a little difficult for the Cosmic Warriors this Thursday evening. Pressure mounting with every dot ball. And that's better for JBG, making some contact. It is Kashyap Tantya with the ball. With a name like Kashyap, you're bound to be a good sportsman. I know quite a few Kashyaps who know their way around a sports field. And here's JBG getting into a little bit of a rhythm, probably for the first time in this innings. Kashyap, nicknamed the Accumulator, and rightfully so, picking up 317 wickets in just as many matches. So averaging more than a wicket a match, and that's a big hit. Calls for a catch. There's a man at the deep and he puts it down. The team is not very happy with that. That would have been a clincher for the Cosmic Warriors. Yeah, rub salt into the wounds and let us watch that one again. It was Himanshu, I think, who was on strike as well. So that's a big wicket, and slips through his fingers. And this is top stuff from Kashyap as JBG now at the halfway point of their innings, 19 for 2. Kashyap and Anant now playing a little bit of pass-a-parcel with the ball. Oh, Anant's got a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm, and seems to be thinking he's picking up more wickets than he actually is. But I love the energy. And as I said, that gets his man, Anand Tulsian. Eat your words, commentator, because I can get them and I know it. Sensational delivery and a well-deserved wicket for Anand Tulsian as JBG look in a spot of bother. A big spot, 19 for 3. You can call me a very basic viewer of cricket because I love watching the big hitters. Of course, I love a good classic cover drive, but I never shy away from clapping for a big six. And if there's anyone you want to trust to hit a big six, if you have to put your money on anyone, this man might be him. Archit Mehra steps up when his team need him the most. Of course, the pitch over the last couple of weeks has seen a lot of wear and tear, a lot of use. There is also a lot of dew out here in the evenings, all playing into, all big factors playing into how the matches have panned out. Raj still can't quite get going. That's a full toss in the air. 2 men under it. None get to it. I think that one will go all the way. Yes, it will. And that's the first 6 of the day coming off the bat of Raj. That probably wasn't Anand's best piece of work, I'm sure he will admit, and Raj giving it the treatment it deserves. So finally getting going, Raj Bagaria over here. Once more in the air. And that one goes all the way as well. So Raj having a little bit of fun out there in the center. Finally getting some momentum, and Anand Tulsian had bowled a sensational couple of deliveries, but a rough end to his innings. JBG now 32 for 3, thanks to those last couple of big hits of Raj Bagaria. Now, I'm not the best at maths, but even I can tell you that those last two deliveries made a real impact on the JBG scoreline. 12 runs coming off 2 balls. Hadn't really quite got going up until that point. And is it something about Archit Mehrab just being out there that gave Raj a little spark, or maybe he felt a little bit more confident with the non-striker at the other end and decided to go for it? Or maybe it was just the bowling side falling a little short, making a couple of mistakes and paying the price for it. It is now Siddhartha who's going to come to do some damage control for the Cosmic Warriors. That's a good run taken, a quick run from Archit and Raj. And now it'll be lefty to lefty. Siddhartha Singh is the MVP of almost every team that he finds himself in. 2,500 runs, 150 matches, and over 150 wickets. Definitely an extremely valuable player. Let's see if he can keep the Cosmic Warriors with the little bit of lead that they have in this game. That one's in the air for Raj. We have two men coming under it, falls short of both of them. A good throw back to the non-striker's end, and he makes his ground. The temperature might be dropping, but things are certainly heating up here in this eliminator. It is third versus fourth place. Whoever wins will go into the final contest, which will be between the Heritage Tigers, and the winner of that will go into the finals. So still a ways to go. A long climb to get to that final spot. That one hung in the air for just a second. Lands safely. Raj Bagaria living on the edge now. There's so much smoke in the air. How do you feel like smoking? Just breathe. Breathe. It's like thick. Yeah. Oh, and a big appeal. And Archit will breathe a sigh of relief at the end of 35 deliveries. It is 37 for 3 for JBG. And that one is put down. He can't believe it, and neither can his team. And to be honest, neither can I. That was a sitter. A big, big miss. Unfortunate for Anirban there. Just couldn't get under the ball. Didn't position himself well enough and paid the price for it. Oh, and there's Archit making sure that the price he pays is big. Cleaned up nicely in the deep. And you can hear the teams getting a little ramped up now. A good catch or a catch drop, both can really change the momentum in a team. And I think this might be having that effect on JBG actually. Have a little bit of luck on their side. Will want to capitalize on it, and Raj certainly does. All the way it goes, and he will have to retire. And after a slow start, a couple of good boundaries, a couple of big hits, and Raj does his job for the team. JBG now inching their way forward, 43 for 4, as Raj Bagaria will have to make way just as he was starting to have a little fun, and it is Abhishek Kapoor who's going to step into his shoes. A little bit of a misfield. It is very, very dewy out here. Anirban done his job definitely. Given away just 10 runs, picked up a wicket, really steadied things down for the Cosmic Warriors. All the fours for JBG, 44 for 4. Still a ball to go. Oh, swing and a miss. And a good job behind the stumps by the keeper, 44 for 4 after 40 deliveries. Siddhartha to Abhishek, just 10 deliveries left in the innings. I could have predicted that the scores are not going to be quite as inflated as we had seen in the league stage matches. One is, of course, the pitch, and the second being in an eliminator, you tend to see a little bit more conservative play. Because for a catch and taken in the deep. That is the big wicket of Archit Mehra. And they know they are well and truly on their way Well, not to a victory. That's a little premature of me, but they have really cemented themselves in this game. The Cosmic Warriors have been at it from the very get-go, and they are charged up, ready to go, and a good catch taken low. And it is Aryaman, I think, who took that delightful little catch. Not a very little catch at all, actually. A very big catch. Oh. Back-to-back dots, Siddhartha in full control. Last ball for Siddhartha. Right, 45 for 5 after 45. Just 5 balls to go. And I have only good things to say about the Cosmic Warriors because they've really been able to rein in this otherwise very dangerous JBG side. We've seen some really big scores from them. JBG put up 103 in the last encounter against the Cosmic Warriors and took out that victory. The Cosmic Warriors, I beg your pardon, the Cosmic Warriors took out that victory, winning by 1 wicket, and they'll be hoping to replicate that. Back-to-back boundaries for JBG to kickstart this final over, and they're finally starting to get going. Come on, JBG, give us a little bit of a contest, please. It is the Eliminator. And good running there between the wickets. Every run is going to count at this stage. They thought the batter got a little bit of a niggle on it, but umpire thinks that's clean. Still a dot ball. Just 1 ball to go. And the uneven bounce of the ground is unfortunate for the batter, but they come back for 2. So 2 to close out their 50 deliveries. JBG 56 in their 50. Cosmic will need 57 to win. Bowler must be Arya. We are all set for the run chase, and JBG have a mammoth task ahead of them. They need to keep Cosmic Warriors to less than 57 if they want to find a place in the qualifier. And look at Arya with a sensational ball to get things started. Ashwin and Siddhartha out there at the center for Cosmic. Only need to get just about a run a ball, so not too much to ask for, but it is of course a pressure situation, pressure match. Anything can happen, and a couple of early wickets and the tides might turn. But so far Cosmic Warriors been in complete control of this game, picked up their own a couple of early wickets in the last innings and really set them up for success. And JBG, besides a couple of sixes in the middle of the innings, really couldn't do too much with the bat. A swing and a miss. Arya is fired up today. And if you're just tuning in, then thanks for tuning in. We are bringing you all the action live and exclusive from Harvard House, as we haven't catch it. Oh, is the call, and it would have been a sensational catch if he took it, but unfortunately it runs away to the boundary, and the first boundary of the innings for the Cosmic Warriors. But a very, very brave effort there. I've been rewatching the YouTube lives when I go back home, and I have also noticed that most of the views tend to come in from family members and wives in particular. So thanks, better halves and wives, for tuning in. We always try to bring you the very best experience and give you a little professionalism while we're at it. Nice and tidy from Arya in the first over, just 6 runs given. Cosmic Warrior 6 for none. And another sensational one from Arya. He's bowling back-to-back overs, trying to get JBG deep into this game. He has been such a force from leading this team from the front. He's gonna have to reload that one. But it's unusual actually to see JBG in this kind of a situation. They've been so good and so consistent so far in this tournament. And that's better, putting a little bit of pressure as they run between the wickets, but good running. .49 and 43. The asking staying as it is. Can't get a hold of that, not much power, just a single. JBG, hold on. And an easy single. They'll just need a couple more of those and they'll be well on their way, the Cosmic Warriors. Don't need to try anything too fancy. Yes, and he gets it off his very last delivery. That's what he was on the hunt for. And puts his team in a really, really good spot. Arya picks up a wicket off the 10th delivery. Cosmic Warriors 10 for 1. It's game on here. And we actually have an impact player coming out. Oh, look at that from Raj. It's a big appeal. Umpire doesn't look convinced. I thought he had his man, actually. We're going to have to look at that again. Oh, it looks very, very close. Apologies, the score is just trying to keep up with what's happening in the game. There's Satish Sharma, an impact player, who will be bowling. And Aditya, the new man, down at the center to join Ashwin. Oh, that's really good stuff from Satish. You can see why he's been brought on in this second innings. JBG definitely looking very charged up in the field after that first wicket. Mini behind the stumps leading the charge, of course. The air's thick with fog and anticipation. and running hard even for those singles. Every run counts at this point. 45 needed in 37. So JBG just pulling the Cosmic Warriors back a little bit. A series of dots for Satish, and that'll bring us to the end. 15 deliveries. Cosmic Warriors 14 for one. Satish, to continue, it's actually something that we've seen pretty recurrently in this tournament. A bowler can bowl back to back overs, and we have seen it, and it does actually help. They gain a little bit of momentum. They only have to bowl 5 balls in the over. I think that's another big factor, and we've seen the bowlers manage to pick up a couple of deliveries in that second over. So I think that is the logic of the Cosmic Warriors and trying to get the non-striker out and trying to pull an Ashwin on the Ashwin. Comes out and gets his man in the end. Mini really quick behind the stumps, and look at the celebrations as they know this is a big one. It very much keeps them in this contest. JBG is not going down without a fight, and Cosmic Warriors lose their second 14 for 2. It is Yashovardhan Kanoria, aka Montane, out for the Cosmic Warriors right now, and we need a warrior-like performance from him in this middle of the innings in the slog overs. Because although they started off very well, Cosmic Warriors looking like they could be in a little bit of trouble now. And look at this impact player, Satish, really playing a pivotal role and proving why he's been impacted on. Oh, and another one. Mini is all over that. And another one from Satish. Managed to sneak a single in there. The Cosmic Warriors. Runs coming few and far between now for them. And it'll just be one to close out the 20th delivery. It is 17 for 2 for the Cosmic Warriors, and they need 40 and 30 to win. Oh, Abhishek Kapoor into the attack now. And a very opportune time for him to make his entrance into the innings. Has a knack for picking up wickets, this lefty. And a cheeky single, but is that going to run away to the boundary line? No, it doesn't. Well chased down by the fielder, and a valuable couple of runs saved. Big swing and a miss into the keeper's gloves it goes. With every dot ball, pressure will be mounting. Chooses to go down the leg side and to the man in the deep. Just using the pace of the ball. Cosmic playing a very steady innings here, not trying anything too fancy, just making sure that the run rate doesn't go anywhere beyond their control. 35 and 34 and 26 needed, just at the halfway stage of the innings. And decides to go after that one. You can see the enthusiasm in the field, multiple fielders all over that. And at the halfway point of the innings, the Cosmic Warriors, 24 for 2. It is Raj Bagaria who did his job with the bat, and now he's been tasked with doing the same with the ball. Still on the hunt for a couple of wickets. Oh, and that's better, and that's gonna go all the way. 4 runs here for the Cosmic Warriors as they settle into the innings. Just a single this time. And a miss hit. But is it going to be worth it for the Cosmic Warriors? Yes, it is. Very unfair. The game of cricket is very unfortunate and very unfair when it's not in your favor. And a 4 more for the Cosmic Warriors, and looking well in control of the innings now. Slower delivery to end things for Raj. Deliveries up. Cosmic Warriors 35 for 2. Looking at the experience of Raj to pick up another wicket as he bowls his second over, back to back in the air. And cleaned up nicely in the deep behind the bowler's head. That is 21 needed of 19 now. But JBG not giving up just yet. Oh, that's better. And Mini was all over that. It's really nice to see how pumped up and charged up all the players are. We've had almost 2 weeks of continuous games and tournaments, yet the players are very, very much still energetic and enthused. Oh, look at that big, big hit. And the cameraman lost track of the ball. That's almost going for 12 runs, but just 6 he'll have to settle for. Yeah, this tournament, these games mean so much to the players, and they'll be real disappointed whoever gets eliminated in this contest. And whoever wins this contest will go on in just a few minutes to play the Heritage Tigers and fight for a spot in the final. These guys are out here on weekdays as early as 5:30, 5:15 is reporting time officially, and right through the day on weekends. They're totally committed to the game, to the sport, to their teams. And that one is unfortunately going to race away, and it's looking very, very glim now for JBG and Cosmic Warriors, looking to finish things off in fashion. Whoever wins this game will definitely go into the next one with some momentum and some josh, you can say. There's a lot of excitement still, and they'll need that kind of energy to take on the Tigers. The Heritage Tigers have been an absolute force in this tournament, really charged up, led by their team owner, Salish. A nice quick run taken. And a half-hearted appeal from Mini. He's trying his luck with the run out. Maybe, you never know. And 15 deliveries to go and 10 runs to get for the Warriors. What a good attempt over there by the fielder, just on the 30-yard circle. And he stopped what was surely going to be a boundary. Just 9 more to get. Are the Warriors going to finish things off in style? Certainly think so. Goes big. Does it go all the way though? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So in a hurry to get on with things and get into the next contest, the Warriors, and 4 runs. Just 5 needed now. 5 needed. JBG. What a fun tournament it's been for them. They're a charged up team. They're a very well bonded team, but unfortunately losing a couple of early wickets in the last innings has put them in this bit of a pickle. Very unfortunate. Once more goes big. I don't think he's got a hold of that quite as well. And put down by Archit. He'll be upset with that. What a run it's been for JBG to make it to this eliminator. And things are still not over for the Cosmic Warriors. Still have a ways to go before they lift that trophy. Yep, get their man. And it is Monty who is going to have to walk. And Abhishek Kapoor with a redeeming wicket. Not sure how much damage it's going to do at this point, but they'll take it, I'm sure. Still need 5 of 11. Sahil Wadhwa will step up. Step up for the Cosmic Warriors. Just 5 needed. 11 balls to go. Should be a piece of cake for the Warriors. Straight bat, straight down the ground. Just a single as we keep things ticking. That'll bring us to the end of the 8th over. 40 deliveries gone. Cosmic Warriors 53 for 3. JBG not giving up just yet. 4 runs to get in 10 deliveries. They're gonna look to take this down to the very last ball. That's asking for a lot though, but you gotta give it to this JBG side. They have been so energetic right throughout the tournament. Real entertaining team to watch, that's for sure. And it's Akshat Agarwal with his first delivery of the innings. Bit of a loopy one from Akshat, and does he hold on to it? Yes, he does. What a turn of events this is going to be. And the keeper called it. The keeper was not giving up just yet, motivating the bowler Akshat and firing him up for his first delivery. And he had a little bit of butterfinger situation. There you go, loopy delivery straight back to him. Managed to stop it, butterfingers, but holds on to it, and another one bites the dust. Are we going to go any deeper into this innings? Cosmic Warriors now 53 for 4. Still 4 to get for the Warriors. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Come on, JVG, if you pick up another wicket here, yes! Oh no! Just slips out of his hands, and he's going to do really well to keep that good fielding in the deep and clean. Doesn't touch the line, and a good team effort from Himanshu and Pranav over there, teaming up on the boundary line to save a couple for their team. 2 to get. Devo Pro team, new man out. Calls for a catch. Is there anyone under it? Yes, there is. Taken! Taken, taken, taken. Oh, we are not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Sit where you are, because JVG is going to give us a nail biter, I think. 2 runs to get, but 8 deliveries. You can still, I'm just getting excited because it's an eliminator. The Cosmic Warriors now 55 for 5. Akshat Agarwal, look at those stats. 2 wickets, giving away 2 runs. Oh my goodness. I told you this team is entertaining, that's for sure. Looking very bleak for JBG, but you gotta give them props for keeping things tight, and they managed to sneak in a single. Scores are level now. Once more, loopy delivery goes big, calls for a catch. And straight to the commentator's box, and that will be that. A boundary to close things off, and Cosmic Warriors sail into the final qualifier in fashion. And JBG, after a lovely tournament, a really good tournament for them, just coming up short in this eliminator. What a brave fight from them, but it is the Cosmic Warriors who charge through into the next match against the Heritage Tigers, where we will find our second finalist who will join the Jahel Juggernauts in the final. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back very, very soon with the second contest of the day.